Welcome to Spark STEM Scholars.
Hey guys, today we'll be talking about ratios and proportions in SAT math. Let's say the ratio of cars to trucks is 5:3. Because ratios can be written as fractions, this is also 5/3. And a ratio of 5:3 is also equivalent to 10:6, since this can be reduced to this. In this context, a ratio of 5:3 means that for every 5 cars, there are 3 trucks. This also means that for every 5 cars, there are 8 vehicles, because the total of cars and trucks is 8. So for every 3 trucks, there are 8 vehicles. So let's take a look at an example. Arfan is following a recipe for a seasoning blend that requires sea salt, black pepper, and paprika. According to the recipe, the ratio of grams of sea salt to grams of black pepper should be 1:2. We can abbreviate sea salt to S. So we have sea salt to black pepper, so P. And it will be 1:2. And the ratio of black pepper, so pepper to, let's use PA for paprika, it is 4:3. So how many grams of paprika should Arfan use to make 180 grams of seasoning blend? So first, what I like to do is to put all of these on a common base. So S to P to PA, we have 1:2 and 4:3. So how should we make it so that they are at a common base? We can multiply this by 2, where we can get 2⁴. So the ratio between salt and pepper would be 2⁴, and salt to PA is 3. So this will be our common ground. Now, since we're adding everything together, this is equal to 2 + 4 + 3, that is 9. So now we have 9 total grams. We can divide 180 by 9, and we would get 12. So now since they're looking for grams of paprika, then we multiply, so this would be a factor. So we'll multiply 12 by 3, and we will get 36 grams of paprika. So 36 is our answer. So let's talk a little bit about proportions. So proportions on SAT is not what you typically learn in school, like direct or indirect proportions. Instead, the SAT will give you a relationship and ask you how a change in one variable affects another. So let's run through a quick example of a triangle. And we know the area of a triangle is A equal to 1/2 base times height. Base times height. And let's say we want to triple the height. You want to triple the height, so that will be 3h. So we can just plug 3h in, and we would have 1/2 times base times 3h. So let's give this a new variable, a new, and this will be a old, the old area, and that would get us 3 times 1/2 b times height. And we know that 1/2 b times height, that is just the old area. So see what happens. The terms were rearranged so that we could clearly see the new area is 3 times the old area. Let's do another example. The radius of a circle is increased by 25%. By what percent does the area of the circle increase? So since we're talking about the area of the circle, let's give this old. Area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. Since it's increased by 25%, r will be, so a new will equal to pi parentheses 1.25 r n squared. So we're just replacing this r with this new r. And that will be 1.25 squared times pi r squared. And 1.25 squared is equal to 1.5625. And pi r squared is just our old area, A old. So by how many percent does the area of a circle increase? Well, it increased by 1.5625. And converting that to percent, it will be 1.5625 minus 1 and times 100. And you will get 56.25%. Pause the video and try this one on your own. With the ratio 2 1/4 to 1 1/2 can be written as n to the 2. What is the value of n? So we have 2 1/4 to 1 1/2. And we want to convert this into n to the 2. So what do we multiply this by for 1 1/2 equals to 2? We know that this ratio can be rewritten as 2 1/4 over 1 1/2. And this can also be rewritten as n over 2. So these would equal to each other, n over 2. And we can do cross multiplication. Then we would get 4 2/4 equals to 1 1/2 n. We can put this into improper fractions, which you get 18 over 4 equals to 3 over 2 by 2 over 3. So we can get the n by itself, and we will get 6 over 2 equals to n, and that is equal to 3. So n is equal to 3. Let's try one more problem. So pause the video and try this yourself. So we have the equation P equals to V squared over R. Electric power P is related to the voltage at V and resistance R by the formula above. If the voltage were halved, how would the electric power be affected? So if our V is equal to V over 2, we would be, so P old is equal to v squared over r, and p nu is equal to v over 2 squared over r. So that would be v squared over 4 over r, and that is essentially v squared over 4r. And we know that v squared over r is p old, so that is 1/4 of p old. So the Dutch value 4 times greater, nope. 2 times greater, no. Half, nope. A quarter is the answer. That is all for today.
Great job today. Keep practicing and you will be ready in no time. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and share with a friend who needs math help. See you next time.